sparks are flying ahead of what could be the wedding of the decade. While Taylor and Travis are remaining mum on any and all potential wedding details, including location or date, so is an event company that has filed a permit to close the street outside New York's Madison Square Garden around the weekend of July 4th for an event for up to 1,000 people. Many thinking that could be the venue for the big day.
When I walk in the room, I can still make the whole place shimmer.
So if it is at the Garden, how could it be transformed from a space known for events like basketball games and concerts to instead shimmer for a wedding?
You know, one of the crazy things when you do these live Q&As is some of them are very silly. So we got one. Mark, are the allegations true that you are secretly a lizard? I'm gonna have to go with no on that. I am not a lizard, but you know, keep the high quality comments coming in.
Where were you on 9/11? It is a question that will always be asked, and for every person will have a different answer, except for 16 Sarasota children. They were only 7 years old, sitting together in a classroom with President George W. Bush when he learned our nation was under attack. They are grown now, but their memories of that morning are still vivid.
What do these two letters say?
At only 7 years old, they were the face of second-grade innocence. Just as the news of evil was being whispered into President George W. Bush's ear on the morning of 9/11. Now, 10 years later,
I'm Chantal Guerrero.
I'm Natalia Jones-Pinkney.
I'm LaDamian Smith.
My name is Mariah Williams, and I remember 9/11 because I was in the classroom with President Bush when it happened.
that classroom, room 301 at Emma E. Booker Elementary School in Sarasota, is where we sat down with 4 of the 16 students, now high school seniors, who were reading to the president that very morning.
So the vote say.
We were just excited that the president was there.
Now a piece of history, this was the book of short stories they were reading when Chief of Staff Andrew Card told the president a second plane had just flown into the World Trade Center.
Oh my God. He whispered something to the president. I seen his face like turn red.
I see the face and I think something is wrong.
That image of the president receiving the news that morning is ingrained in our memories as much as the video of the planes flying into the Twin Towers. For these kids, they remember the next 7 minutes that the president stayed in the room as frozen in time.
Everything changed about him, and you can see it all over his face.
May God bless the victims, their families, and America.
President Bush soon exited the room with barely a goodbye. He would meet with his staff in the school library. The kids would watch the news coverage on television, not fully comprehending their world was changing forever.
I didn't know what a terrace was or, anything like that. The World Trade Center, I didn't know what that was.
Celestine Campbell, teaching second grade, remembers the Secret Service quickly trying to get the president out of the building and airborne. She knew he was a man of faith and got close enough to grab his hand.
He was headed out. I stopped him on that end. And I said, Mr. President, may I pray for you? And he stopped and he let me pray with him.
She's still telling me what to do. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Were we rolling tape on that?
There you go. You got a brush?
Yes. Just a one-finger victory salute.
But it is going to bother you because you're human, and I was human. I am human still. But I was just referring to myself in the past. Not that I was not human.
The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round.
The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round all day long.
The horn on the bus goes beep, 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 beep.
It has been said through the ages, without sacrifice, there can be no victory. Two species at war.
That you have the most
One flesh,
beautiful face.
one metal. And now, two worlds colliding. Only one survives.
It's Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. Anything is possible. We're imagining plenty of yards and yards and yards of draping. Additionally, of course, florals will be involved. So knowing that these enhancements of decor, florals, raw builds, all of this will be happening within that space. It's going to be transformed entirely.
Our diplomacy is at work with respect to Iran, where for the first time in a decade, we've halted the progress of its nuclear program and reduced its stockpile of nuclear material. Between now and this spring, we have a chance to negotiate a comprehensive agreement that prevents a nuclear-armed Iran, secures America and our allies, including Israel, while avoiding yet another Middle East conflict. There are no guarantees that negotiations will succeed, and I keep all options on the table to prevent a nuclear Iran. But new sanctions passed by this Congress at this moment in time will all but guarantee that diplomacy fails, alienating America from its allies, making it harder to maintain sanctions.
What's the next line?
The wheels on the bus go open and shut. The door
Open and shut.
open and shut.
Horn on the bus goes beep, beep, beep all day long.
Wizardry, that kind of thing. The new thing is technology, transhuman, trying to live another way. It's just repackaged. That's basically what the video. Are you ready for it? And that's the other thing is the secret societies and the Illuminati, whatever you want to call them, behind these videos. The lyrics are telling you a story which has nothing to do with the video. They're telling you two different stories at the same time. So some people are going to get it, some people are not. The majority are not going to get it. What I did was I just didn't want to just break that down for you. You know me, I try to take it a little step further. I blended it with Westworld, the TV show, which is a TV show about rich people that come into a world, Westworld, where there's a land full of AIs that look real, feel real. They get to pay $40,000 a day to interact in a Westworld, in an AI world, that they can have sex with the AI, they can shoot, kill them. There's do what thy will. You know, it goes back to Jay-Z, you know, Aleister Crowley, do what thy will. You know, so there's no consequences for your action. So I took that and mixed it with it, as well as Ghost in the Shell, which is another story, a movie with Scarlett Johansson that is telling you a story as well of where we're going. Is what do you think a ghost in the shell is? And those that take transhumanism in the future to upgrade yourself from your present human state, you will be a ghost in a shell. You will be controlled. And it will be sold to you like it is the best thing on the planet at the time. So I took Ghost in the Shell, Westworld, Taylor Swift's Are You Ready For It? And I remixed it. But before I play that for you, I want to go over something with you and show you something, how the elites communicate and how they portray a message to each other without writing anything down obvious or speaking it. Like I spoke on my last video, Parallels. See the big picture. So as you look on the cover of Taylor Swift's Reputation CD, which the single Are You Ready For It is off of this new album releasing, Reputation. A couple of things are pretty obvious for those that are awake. You've got the black and the white Masonic symbolism. You have her one eye symbolism covered up with newspaper. So you might ask, what does newspaper got to do with anything? Well, it is a code. It is a symbolism for something. And it is a symbolism for Freemasonic. And I'll tell you why. I'll show you. In every Masonic lodge, this right here is the Masonic tracing board. It is in every Masonic lodge. Some form or fashion, they have a picture of this. Notice that at the top is east, not north. On a compass, up at the top is north, due north, not in a Masonic lodge. The altar always faces east.
So there's 3 with 1 missing, it looks like. Is this the
I don't know exactly.
North, south, west, and the east is missing, or?
No, that would be the east.
That would be the east?
Because that's north.
Right.
Right. I don't know why that is missing, actually.
I asked him why there were only 3 lights at the altar, and he said he wasn't too sure why, but there are 3 because 1 represents the east, 1 represents the west, 1 represents the south, but in Masonry, the north is the place of darkness. And of course, according to the Bible tells us that the north is where God resides.
It wouldn't be the first wedding at the Garden. In 1974, rock star Sylvester Stewart from Sly and the Family Stone wed model and actress Kathy Silva on stage in front of 23,000 people. The wedding, an opening act of sorts ahead of his band's concert that night. One thing is for sure, the couple knows how to put on a show. Kelsey on the field, Swift performing for 10 million people during her Eras tour. Going into detail on her Disney Plus docuseries, The End of an Era.
God is from the north, the Creator is from the north. The altar is not facing Him, it's facing east, where man was thrown out of the garden. Where does that come from? Genesis 3:24. So He drove out the man, and He placed at the east of the Garden of Eden cherubs and flaming sword, which turned every way to keep the way of the tree of life. And that's what's really going on here, is basically trying to get back in the Garden of Eden another way. But also notice, back to the tracing board, when you read from left to right, you have N-E-W-S, news, and it is code, because if you read it on a compass, it doesn't read correctly from left to right. Only in the Masonic tracing board or in a Masonic lodge do you get that reference from left to right, N-E-W-S, news. So just wanted to point that out. And also, it was also in one of the Olympics a couple of years ago. The stage was newspaper, and they also had an octopus as one of the mascots used in that show. tentacles everywhere, the symbolism of the octopus reaching out all over the world. Same thing. Is putting a stamp out there of we're in control of this artist, Taylor Swift. We're letting you know, we have her, what she's doing, her videos she's putting out, gorgeous, look what you made me do, and now this one. I mean, it's pretty much right in a row telling you something. Look what you made me do. Are you ready for it, gorgeous? I mean, that's pretty much telling you how they use the titles to tell you a story separately of what's going on. So, lastly, before I play the video, there's 3 versions of this CD. There's the standard, there's a special version volume 2. Notice that the numbers that are used in the special versions is 72. Now, anybody that's followed or seen any of my videos, I've told you that the pyramid on the back of your dollar bill is an uncompleted temple. Eye of Lucifer, Horus, whatever you want to say, on the back of your US dollar bill. So 72 is code word for 666. Depending on who you ask, they'll understand. And what I mean by that is 66 add a 6. The world teaches you 66 add a 6, you get 72. Ask someone in the know, Freemasonry, a 33rd degree Mason, ask him 66 add a 6. He'll tell you 666. He'll just add the 6. The statement is the same, the question is the same, 66 add a 6. But the way you're taught to look at it and perceive it, you get a whole different answer. So, it's no accident that they've used 72 on her special versions of these other CDs, and it has to do with the temple. It has to do with what the very secret, the inner sanctum of Freemasonry is about. Building human temples, building a stairway to heaven another way.
The horn on the buskers beep, beep, beep,
answered
beep, 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 beep. The horn on the buskers beep, 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 all day long.
eternity.
The
wipers on the bus go
swish, 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 swish.
So we're going to read a book right now called Alone and Together.
Waterfalls.
Help me get up.
I know that when I say to them, I want to perform Florida with Florence, and I really want to do it with full production. I know that it's some kind of creative brainstorming sessions, but I know it's doable because all the dancers, the choreographers, the production designers, the crew, the entire band, every person we have is the best one doing it in the entire industry.
Okay, last question.
If your singing career was ever to be ended, what would you choose to go into?
Well, for the last, I'll say until March of this year, I was a singer and a drummer. So I think I'd start playing drums.
All right. Al Wilson, thank you very much. I hope you can come and visit with us one of these days soon. It was nice talking to you.
Okay, thank you very much, Dick, for having me on your show.
It's a pleasure. Al Wilson and the Snake.
On her way to work one morning, down the path alongside the lake, a tender-hearted woman saw a poor half-frozen snake. His pretty colored skin had been all frosted with the dew. Oh, well, she cried, I'll take you in and I'll take care of you. Take me in, oh, tender woman. Take me in, for heaven's sake. Take me in, tender woman.
Sorry, the old Taylor can't come to the phone right now. Why? Oh, 'cause she's dead.
Where am I? Grandpa? What are you doing here?
Chris, welcome to the Skull and Bones Society. This is where the most powerful men in the world are groomed for their futures.
The bell on the bus goes ding, 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 ding. The bell on the bus goes ding, ding, ding.
We must end this infernal music! Come, let us return to my castle.
And ensuring that Iran starts up its nuclear program again. It doesn't make sense. And that's why I will veto any new sanctions bill that threatens to undo this progress. The American people expect us only to go to war as a last resort. And I intend to stay true to that wisdom.
Welcome back to The Lead. New outrage on Capitol Hill today after Obama administration officials briefed lawmakers about 2 other cash payments to Iran. Sources tell CNN that in addition to the previously reported $400 million in cash given in conjunction with U.S. hostages held in Iran being freed, including Washington Post journalist Jason Rezaian, 2 additional cash payments totaling $1.3 billion were made, as first reported by this morning's Wall Street Journal. Republicans such as Senator Marco Rubio argued, quote, by sending the signal that hostages are a legitimate means of securing concessions from our government, the Obama administration has put countless American lives at risk through this payment, as Rubio wrote in today's Tampa Bay Times. Obama administration officials note that the $1.7 billion belongs to Iran, having been awarded by the Hague Tribunal, stemming from the U.S. not delivering fighter jets that Iran had paid for before the 1979 Iranian Revolution.
Governments can't die. So we need to find other incentives for bureaucracy to adapt and improve. The technology revolution has transformed organizations across the private sector. But not ours, not fully, not yet. We are, as they say, tangled in our anchor chain.
Every president, every CEO, every douchebag named Ryan Seacrest.
First play of the day of the year, and it is a double dose of the ball. Last night in Times Square, we welcomed in the new year, but we also kickstarted Disney's celebrations for the 250th birthday of this great country. Take a look.
Overnight, as soon as the clock struck midnight,
3, 2, 1.
America celebrated a milestone, the 250th birthday of the United States. A celebration which will last all year, and Disney is also bringing the magic.
Coming July 4th, 2026, a television event that's never been done before. It's America's 250th birthday, and since no one throws a party like Disney, we've got a 24-hour non-stop live national celebration. Disney celebrates America 250. Mark your calendars and watch it all on ABC and Disney.
Every president, every CEO, every douchebag named Ryan Seacrest. The Skull and Bones Society has been a part of my family for decades, and we want you to become a member.
Really? Wow, cool!
Excellent. You get your own stock portfolio, a percentage of the 9/11 Victims Fund.
While millions of Americans look ahead to the July 4th festivities, the party got started early this morning.
Happy birthday, America. Here's to the next 250.
When, for the first time ever, a second surprise ball drop took place. A special ceremonial moment after midnight, officially welcoming in 2026 and the anniversary of our nation's founding. The Times Square ball turning red, white, and blue with a special America 250 design, rising over the illuminated numbers shining above the heart of New York City. Just the start of a party 250 years in the making.
Our financial systems are decades old. According to some estimates, we cannot track $2.3 trillion in transactions. We cannot share information from floor to floor in this building because it's stored on dozens of different technological systems that are inaccessible or incompatible.
I'm going to vote blue.
Vote for who you want. This is a free dictatorship.
New York City. It has a lot of famous nicknames, and it's now famously associated with this piece of produce. But have you ever asked yourself, why? Well, if you haven't, I bet you are now. So let's take a look back. Thanks to this dedicated entomologist, Barry Popick, we know the earliest Big Apple reference dates back to 1909 in a book called The Wayfarer. In it, the author uses the phrase as more of a metaphor than a proper name. He writes, Kansas is apt to see New York a greedy city. It inclines to think that the Big Apple gets a disproportionate share of the national sap. But don't feel too bad for Kansas. They're still getting some of the sap. And if I had to guess, most of it resides in the town called Manhattan, which is known as the Little Apple, with a population of 54,000. From there, we jump to 1921 and sports writer John J. Fitzgerald, whose horse racing column was named Around the Big Apple. This phrase became a common reference in this era for the bigger horse races that took place in and around the New York region, mainly because the accolades and overall payouts were more fruitful than smaller races. Fruitful, it's a produce joke. Okay, moving on. In the 30s and 40s, the Big Apple was a popular nickname for New York City used by several jazz musicians, which made it more mainstream. But it wasn't until the 1970s when Charles Gillette and the New York Convention and Visitors Bureau revived the nickname that the Big The goal was to rebrand the city and boost tourism using bright red apples to invoke clean, friendly imagery, battling the dirty, dingy, and dangerous reputation the city had. Seems like the Big Apple really struck a chord with New Yorkers. Last but not least, the official state fruit of New York is the kumquat. No, I'm just kidding. It's the apple. That would have been ridiculous.
And because you've been so good to poor old Granny, I'll share a secret with you. This is no ordinary apple. It's a magic wishing apple.
A wishing apple?
Yes. One bite, and all your dreams will come true.
Really?
Yes, girlie. Now, make a wish.
You can't play God without being acquainted with the devil. The problem, Bernard, is that what you and I do is so complicated. We practice witchcraft. We speak the right words, and we create life itself out of chaos.
Are you ready for Are you ready for
Today we celebrate the first glorious anniversary of the Information Purification Directives. We have created, for the first time in all history, a garden of pure ideology, where each worker may bloom, secure from the pests of vain contradictory thoughts. Our unification of thoughts is more powerful a weapon than any fleet or army on earth.
Must be something your little heart desires. Perhaps there's someone you love.
Well, there is someone.
I thought so. Old Granny knows a young girl's heart.
We are one people, with one will, one resolve, one cause. Our enemies shall talk themselves to death, and we will bury them with their own confusion.
Now take the apple, dearie, and make a wish.
I wish.
That's it, go on.
And that he will carry me away to his castle, where we will live happily ever after.
We shall prevail.
On January 24th, Apple Computer will introduce Macintosh. And you'll see why 1984 won't be like 1984.
Fine. Now take a bite. Don't let the wish grow cold.
Everything they told you was a lie.
Who are you? Are you ready for it?
And we create life itself out of chaos. And we create life itself
Are you ready for it?
out of chaos.
Are you ready for it?
One
day the AIs are going to look back on us the same way we look at fossils.
Oh, I feel strange.
Her breath was still. Her blood congealed.
Come with me if you want to live.
One day the AIs are going to look back on us the same way we look at fossils.
Hello.
For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of God, I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds, I will be like the Most High, yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit.
What's the S stand for?
It's not an S. On my world, it means hope.
Well, here it is. An S. How about soup?
Excuse me.
And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light.
The world needs to know what happened.
The branding of cattle is a tradition in the American West, but its roots might just surprise you. Branding is the practice of marking cattle. In fact, most livestock is marked in some way or another, and even those that raise horses use brands to identify their horses and their bloodline.
A future that Ernest Cline, the writer of the book, envisioned. I was very careful with Ernie collaborating with me every step of the way to be able to find the movie narrative inside this dense forest of Ernie's profound imagination.
The Oasis being the ultimate toy box with all the toys in the world, and then playing that with one of the greatest filmmakers of all time. It results in just amazing action and such a fun adventure.
Ernest Cline is such a visionary, and I think has seen the future before any of us possibly could even imagine it.